Okay, y'all, we're back this morning, or this afternoon, and we're gonna finish, well, the meatloaf I made. I'm gonna put it in the oven, and while it's cooking, we're gonna finish dinner for today, slash supper. And I'm out of aluminum foil, so I've gotta use these aluminum foil sheets. I got my oven preheated to 375, and we're gonna put it in there and let it bake. I got it set on my convection oven, so it shouldn't take as long. Okay, we're gonna have mashed potatoes, so let's get some peeled real quick. Emily uses a regular knife, and this is my favorite knife, Rada, whatever. And no, I'm not getting paid to advertise for them. Or who uses a peeler? I've tried using a peeler and I just can't do it. My daughter can. I told her, I said, you wasn't raised using one of them. Get that knife out and peel them right. These potatoes look good when I bought them, but I just bought them a few days ago, but they got a lot of bruises up under the skin. My youngest grandson, he went and got his first haircut. He had a head full of curls at the back, and it was long. I can't wait to see him. He's 1.5 years old. Let me tell you, he's busy all the time. Don't sit down only to take a nap. You can't hardly hand him something. He wants you to set it down so he can pick it up. He'll get mad. As some of y'all, most of you might know, that I've had kittens, had 5 of them. Getting rid of the last 2 this weekend. Maybe 1 today and 1 tomorrow. They're so cute, you wish you could keep them all, but ain't no way I could keep all them kittens. Peeling more than enough for me that I figure my kids will come over and eat. And rinse them all. get them cut up and put on. Y'all, I got a pretty bad fire, as I said last night, going on down at Old Union and Lawson. And I talked to my niece, or messaged her an hour or so ago, and she said they still ain't got it out yet. They have a camp down that way. It's past, a few miles past that area, but I sure hope it don't reach that. It's on the river. Okay, let's get some water on these. Y'all, while that's going, let's mix up the cake. And I don't use cake mix. I'm gonna do, want to do a lemon berry cake, blueberry cake, but I don't have the blueberries, but it's gonna have a blueberry filling that I get from an Amish store in Texarkana. We're gonna put them in between the layers. And I'm using white cake mixes. Betty Crocker, don't matter, whichever kind you want to use. I use mostly Duncan Hines, but this was what I seen when they were on sale. We're going to use 4 eggs. No, I take that back. 2, 3. We're going to have to use just 6 because that's all the eggs I got, and this is 2 cake mixes. I usually do an extra egg. We're going to have to pass on that today. Cup of oil. This is a half a cup, so we'll do it twice. We're going to juice some lemons. just gonna juice them with my hands. Okay, I went ahead and zested some lemon, and I'm going to just leave it in my juice because I'm going to add it to the thing, and I got my juicer out. It's a lot easier to make sure I get all the juice. Seeds out. Lemons have a lot of seeds in them. Okay. Let's pour all this in here. We got probably about a fourth of a cup of lemon juice. And I'm going to finish that off with milk, which is going to be 1 cup. And we're going to add another cup of milk. Make sure I get all this goodie out. And we're going to use some of this lemon emulsion for bacon. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of that. And since this is a lemon cake, I'm going to go ahead and add some color to it to turn the mix yellow, since it's a white cake. And we're going to put it over here and mix it. I'm gonna turn y'all off while that's mixing. Okay, we got our cake mix mixed up, y'all. So we're gonna spray 3 8-inch cake pans. Y'all just spray the bottoms, all y'all gotta do on these, because if you spray the sides, it'll cause it to pull away from the sides and form a crust around it. And you don't want a hard crust around the edges of your cake. So I'm not measuring it, I'm just going to do it eyeball. And I know I'm going to have some left over, I'll use that for cupcakes or something. Okay, y'all, I'm going to pre-bake my top oven. I should have already done it. I'm pre-baking that to 350. Y'all, while that's preheating, I went ahead, I wanted frozen corn, but I didn't have any, so I'm going to use a can of cream style, and I'm going to drain a can of whole kernel. And we're just going to mix that together. I'm going to put some pepper in it. Some salt. A teaspoon. And some butter. About that much. And we're going to set that over on the stove. Y'all, as y'all can tell, this is just an original video. It won't be no great editing. What you see is what you get. Nothing fancy about me. I like nice things, and I try to get them, but what you see in this kitchen is what you get. My oven's almost ready. Let's get a pan and lay this garlic toast out to be unthawing. Well, y'all, that's French toast sticks. Let me go find the garlic. That is too funny, ain't it? Y'all, the oven's ready, so we're fixing to put these cakes in there. Okay, we got them in there. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, y'all. I had to put my hair up, I was getting hot. Y'all might wonder why I wash dishes in the dish pan. It's because this sink is so big and takes up so much water that it's just easy to put a little pan in there and wash it. I don't usually have a lot. Seems like a lot when you got big items, but it's not. Set it over here out of the way. I'll use it again, but gotta have room to drain my potatoes. Which they are done. Y'all, we're gonna go ahead and mash these potatoes up. And put pepper in them. And I like a lot of pepper, as y'all can tell. I guess I get that after my dad. I remember watching him when he put pepper on his food. He'd have it black almost. And some salt. And I'm going to use Blue Bonnet. I try to save my real butter for making icing and baking with. So we're going to put just a little bit. You can never have too much butter, can you? Almost a whole stick. And we're going to mash that up a little bit with the masher. Don't have to be real creamy. You can make creamy and use your electric mixer. Y'all, I looked over at my potatoes. They were just about to boil over, and I laid this across the pot, turned around, then I turned back around. It didn't boil over, it went down. And I like evaporated milk in my potatoes. That's the best mashed potatoes that you can have, is using evaporated milk. I originally liked the PET brand, but I don't want to open, so we're going to open it with a can opener. But that PET brand, it's gotten so expensive, I just won't hardly buy it unless it's on sale. So we're just going to put a little bit, maybe 1/4 of a cup, maybe 1/3. We're going to use a little bit more. Yeah, almost a 1/2 cup is in there. So we got these mashed up. And this is what they look like. And I'm going to taste of them and see if there's enough salt and pepper in them. Maybe a little bit more salt. And I'm going to put a little garlic powder in them. Y'all hear that running? It's my air conditioning and a fan on the floor. I have to have that fan on during the day, especially with this oven on. You can't stay in this trailer. Along with the air conditioning. Okay, y'all. It's only family, so I'm going to use this fork again. I think it needs more butter, so I'm going to use the rest of that butter. And we'll just stir it around until it melts. I could put a little bit more milk in them, but I don't want them too thin. That's going to do the trick. So we're going to leave them in that pot. And I'm going to put the lid on them and put them back on the burner, the warmer burner, and keep them warm. And I'm gonna turn y'all off until it gets done, and then I'll come back and I'll show you.